You aren't going to kill your friend like that, are you?
Every muscle in Luca's body burned.
I'm not his friend. Yes, you are. Nah, I'm just a no-good bully. Like you, Kerr. Iggy, no.
Luca felt his hand slipping.
Luca, let me do this.
Iggy's voice was colder than the bitter air billowing from the chasm.
Oh, my God. What up, geeks and freaks? Welcome back. Today we're going to be continuing and finding out the truth in Beacon Pines, and I just got done actually rewatching The Notebook for like the 50th time. I did write you. I wrote you every day for a year. I wrote you 365 letters, bitch. I don't want to get too into it because, well, I'm just obsessed at this point. Listen. We don't got to get into it. It's fine.
The cold, hard truth.
I'm ready.
Beck
Now,
leapt up, allowing the suction to yank her into the dark. Dimness eclipsed around her like the shutter of a camera, as she seemed to cover great distance in mere moments.
now I know for a fact that this is not the timeline we're supposed to be going down, but this is going to answer some questions. You know what I mean? And
Her
hopefully
only
get
points
us more
of reference
words.
were glints of upcoming turns, which approached with frightening speed, only to carry her gracefully along. She heard the tinny, distant echoes of Rollo's glee. Once she stopped fighting against it, the ride was impossibly smooth. Then, all of a sudden, as if minutes had passed in an instant, light blazed into view. A burst of wintry air snuffed across her face.
A frozen
as she
tundra?
was flung out into the cold.
Oh. Whoa. That was intense. Yeah. I think I might have parted with some fluids in there. Any idea where we are? Somewhere cold. Doesn't look like it got any. It doesn't look like it got any on us. It didn't feel like we traveled that far. Yeah. So where did it all go? Oh my god. This place sucks. Why would anyone even want to blow something up out here? Only one way to find out, I suppose. We gotta catch up to Nuncreed. It's a good thing you're wearing your sweater. I think he went this way. Catch up to Mr. Nuncreed. This is my house, isn't it? Isn't this the area where my house is? And my papa is this way. Oh, maybe not. Where am I? Or right? He'd be right here, wouldn't he? The area looks familiar, does it not? Yes, look, see? This looks familiar, yeah. Maybe we can clear off the snow. No time, Nuncreed's getting away. I say let's clear off the snow. Yo. Look. Okay, this is starting to feel really familiar. I might not be the most well-versed on all things Beacon Pines, but this does look like some sort of frozen replica of town. Oh, I got it. It's so obvious now. Mr. Nuncreed is an alien. Rollo, stick with me here. His species can only live in sub-zero temperatures. Oh boy, here we go. The source is their base camp dimension, so naturally they keep it cold. We found it by traveling through these metallic wormholes back there. The final objective? Kill us all and shapeshift into a Beacon Pine citizen of their choosing. You never really had me, but you very much lost me there. You get used to it. We should keep moving. Is this? Oh wait, come on.
As they rounded the corner to the frozen town square, they spotted Mr. Nuncreed inching cautiously toward a pit at its center. He held his arms out gingerly, as if approaching a beast
with red hair.
in the wild.
Catch up to Mr. Nuncreed, and there she is,
Upon
the
closing
snake.
The distance, Luca recognized what Nuncreed was after. Gran stood confidently at the edge,
Oh my god.
one arm outstretched over the abyss. Nearby, a wheelbarrow had been emptied out. She held a lit torch, which flickered in the bitter wind.
Juniper, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I assure you this is not going to solve anything. If you drop that, you've doomed the whole town. Oh, it wasn't me who doomed this town. I've been watching you, Joseph. I know what you've done, you and your co-conspirators. Gran, what's happening? Luca, you and your friends need to leave. Right this moment.
Mr. Nuncreed turned back toward the kids, desperation in his eyes.
Listen to your grandma, Luca. This is between me and Juniper. I won't make a joke.
Locke held steadfast in awe. Luca approached closer. Mr. Nuncreed spun back toward Gran, his voice growing louder.
You've got it all wrong, Juniper. Just hand over that torch. You don't understand what you're doing. How could I possibly trust you to do the right thing? Walt told me everything. He trusted you, and you betrayed that trust. Luca, did you know that this man's entire life is a lie? If it weren't for him, your father might still be alive.
Mr. Nuncreed winced with anguish. His voice hardened.
Oh, that's not
They
true.
both now yelled, not to each other, but at fate itself, making their peace with long-held burdens. The wind howled with encouragement.
Walt was like a brother to me. We just had different ideas about how to effect change. Very convenient that your way just happened to lie in your pockets. Now that's not fair.
They menaced at each other,
Oh.
both catching their breath. The moment balanced on a knife's edge.
Oh,
Amid a blur of emotions and memories, Luca's mind flooded with questions.
yeah, the hell's going on?
Calmed, as if to give him the stage.
And in the stillness, he began to weep. I knew it was gonna bring up weep.
And in the stillness, he began to weep.
My
It
papa.
was all just too much. Falling to his knees, Luca whimpered softly. The tears crystallized as they hit the snow. Gran stared at Luca for a moment with warm sympathy, remembering why this was all necessary.
Yeah, she's gonna do it. This'll all make sense soon, Luca. Then everything can go back to normal. I
She
promise.
stiffened up and brandished the torch at Mr. Nuncreed.
I don't trust you, Snake. You can't hide behind those people any longer, Joseph. Once their precious source is destroyed, we'll see where their loyalties fall. Juniper, don't!
Ignoring his final plea,
Gran
Gran
flung the torch.
flung
Sorry.
the torch into the deep darkness.
I get into it, but then she's like, no, it's me. Don't fucking talk over me, ho. And
She
we're done.
smiled and exhaled in relief. Mr. Nuncreed moaned in resignation. The torch echoed as it ricocheted down the hole, punctuated with a thunderous thud.
You see, Joseph, I've learned one very important lesson in life. If you want things to change, then you must be willing to...
Before Gran could finish, the ground shook her to silence.
Right? Beck and Roller are just chilling back. What the shit? Yeah. And we dead. And we
Gran
dead.
only had time to spin around and run to Luca.
A frozen Beacon Pines lives under Beacon Pines. What?
Her attempt to shield him, an honorable but trifling act.
Fuck the hell.
Unflinching love, pitted against an unthinking horror.
She don't love me.
There was no contest.
Yeah.
Her warm embrace froze.
What warm
in an
embrace?
instant.
Them brittle bones? Them lies?
That is where they remain, fixed in place, forever.
Forever.
And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene.
I'm glad she's
In
gone.
a town
But I'm not
brought
glad that the
low
rest of
by
us are
its
gone.
secrets, sits the frozen statues of a misguided band of meddlers. The end.
No, it's not the end.
That was dire. On the bright side,
That's what she says
we
every
finally
time. She's
figured
always
out
like,
where all
"Ah,
the
no,
ice
it's
is
not
coming
the
from."
end.
Now, we just need to find a way to deal with a mystic, unfathomable force of nature.
Yeah, I still have no idea what's going on. Ooh, Fire and Ice. That's a good name. So, okay, we've exhausted this timeline, so we gotta go back to this one right here. It's the only one we got, Flight. And hopefully we'll unlock more words and stuff, you know? I remember this was so creepy to me in the beginning. I was like, oh my god, I freaked out. Flight!
Luca drew
Come on,
himself
Iggy.
up and decided to take the only option they had left.
Flight. Bring your ugly deformed self and let's go
He
away.
squinted down the
Right on
barrel
our
of the mission
broomstick.
control defense cannon, aiming it through an opening in the dense tree branches.
Ooh.
He looked up
Nice.
with surprise as it struck true and taut.
Nice. Well, I can't believe that worked. Hey, Mr. Kerr. We'd love to hear your thoughts, but I'm afraid we have places to be. Come on, Iggy. See ya, jerks. Lighters. I like deformed Iggy. Fine. We know where that leads them. This way. We'll take the tunnels.
Luca and Iggy winced as they sprinted through the thicket. The branches clawed at them, reluctant to give passage. After what felt like a marathon, Luca stopped in his tracks as they reached the clearing. What the?
What the?
That was all he was able to say before Iggy slammed into his back. The boys tumbled down a steep incline and crashed with a wheezing thud on a surface as hard as ice. In fact, it was ice.
We found the place again?
Chapter 5. Signs. They stood silently, catching their breath.
So we were able to run to the old Beacon
sky
Pines?
looks like sapphire.
I'm so confused.
With each breath, a plume of steam escaped from Luca's lungs.
How did they get
Let's
there?
moving.
By just running?
Luca pulled Iggy to his feet as they gazed across a snowy terrain.
I'm so confused. That was actually pretty badass. I think we lost him. Are we up in the mountains? I don't think so. If anything, we went downhill. That's why I'm confused. And what's up with the Winter Wonderland? All I know is there's no going back the way we came. Let's see if we can get our bearings. Follow me. Find a way home. So, if we had gone this way in the first place... Is that Rollo? Are we in the timeline where Rollo's being taken? I think so. Yeah. Luca! Luca, are you there?
Luca had almost forgotten the walkie-talkie he was carrying.
It's that bozo Kerr. Oh, it's Kerr. Never mind. I hope nothing bad has happened to you out in those
Luca
woods.
looked at Iggy with hesitation.
No need to be rude.
With a resigned sigh, Luca responded.
It seems like the only dangerous thing in the woods is you. He speaks, the young man of the hour. Now, how in tarnation did you end up with one of our radios? Just lucky, I guess. Boy, howdy, you Van Horns are full of surprises, aren't you? You knew my parents? I never had the honor of meeting your father, but your mom sure was a handful.
Luca winced, shoving the walkie-talkie back into his pocket.
You know where my mother went? William Kerr, you We gotta keep moving. My papa? Okay, fine. I mean, where do we go? Can we go more north? Over here. Over here. What about over here? Not that way. I guess we go this way. Oh! Okay, so assuming one of these is Big Boy Nun Creed. So read, right? What's the readout? But who is this? I don't know. Sin just above 258 Kelvin. That's down a bit from last time. Should we report this to Mr. Kerr? Still within safe ranges. It may be spreading, but it's under control for now. Even a small nudge in the equilibrium could cause a cascade. Dude, relax. Just a few more sites to hit before we can punch out. Let's get this over with. I mean, the other big boys would be Beacon, and then the mayor. So I guess they could be. I don't know. What's all this? Hard to say with all this snow. I think it's a town sign. I can almost make out the letters under there. What town could this even be? There couldn't be another town this deep into the Weep Wood. I'm looking at evidence to the contrary. Let's figure out what we're dealing with here. Step 1, snow's gotta go. I'll see what I can do. Do you have any rocks? Yeah, snowball. Boom. Yep, well,
The boys stared in disbelief
They're
at
like-
the sign that now clearly read, "Welcome to Beacon Pines."
They're like, what's going on? It doesn't make any sense. We're in Beacon Pines? How's that possible? We ran away from town. How do we get back here? I guess we got turned around. Where did all this snow come from? Well, it's been colder than normal lately. There's a pretty big difference between sweater weather and this Arctic hellscape. This puddle we fought at before. Oh, the puddle we fought at before. It was cold too. Maybe all of it leads to one source. You think it's related? What the hell is going on? We're gonna get some answers. I just noticed something. Iggy's backwards, like actually backwards. He got splashed on his right side, but when he's talking on this side, his deformity's on his left side. So they just reversed him. That's kind of funny. Let's keep moving. Can we go this way? No? Okay. Damn, girl. This stuff looks familiar to you. It looks like the barrel near the puddle I, shoved me into. Yeah, well, you were being a dick, Iggy, so I don't want to hear it. He was being a real
The
asshole.
fencing listened, each chain link encapsulated with a translucent layer of ice.
Ooh. Looks like the stuff they put up around Weepwood. The stuff who put up? I don't know. It's gotta be the Perennial Harvest people, because he knows where we went, and Perennial Harvest and William Kerr are like tight, amigo with Nuncreed. It's all frozen.
Looking down at the frozen stream, Luca could faintly see a school of minnows encased in the ice.
Yeah. Whatever happened here, it happened fast. The fish didn't even have time to run, swim, or swim, run. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they steal
The crunching of footsteps trailing Luca went hush. He looked back to see Iggy's face twisted with confusion.
Yeah. Everyone's gone. What? There's nothing here but more snow. There must be an explanation for all of this. We have to keep looking. You can look all you want. I quit. Iggy, we have to keep going. You don't get it, do you? This isn't one of your pathetic Hank Atomic stories. We aren't going to save the day. We aren't even going to save ourselves. My face is mangled, the town is destroyed, and everyone we've ever known is gone. We don't know that. You can't just quit. Do whatever you want. I'm done. Iggy, that's totally fine. Bye. Peace. Later, girl. Write a postcard. Iggy, it's gonna be okay.
Luca peered upward at the darkening sky. He let out a long, foggy breath.
We've been here for 1 minute.
Faintly,
We've been here 1 minute, Iggy.
began to cry. Seeing Iggy in such a pathetic state gave Luca a sense of compassion and more.
Oh, sorry. It is getting pretty late, I think. Probably not a great idea to stumble around in the dark anyway.
Luca allowed himself to collapse next to Iggy.
Let's just rest for a
The
bit.
boys huddled together for warmth and comfort.
Aw.
If not for exhaustion, their minds would be racing, trying
Aw.
to make sense of the events of the day.
Okay.
As it was, all they had
As it
energy for
was.
was to sit in silence, numb.
Numb. Oh, I'm sorry, did I press the button again? Is this an ending? This better not be an ending. The way the snow covered everything over, it's kind of calming. Yes, I love the snow. Are you kidding me? I live in the desert. We don't get much snow, like ever. And so whenever it did snow, I would just go for walks for hours, put in music and just walk. Just walk. Yes, it was freezing. Yes, I was frozen, but it was so beautiful. Just being in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of no one, with just snow as far as the eye can see, and just keep walking and walking. It was like being non-existent. It was like everything you've ever known doesn't matter. And yes, it's sad, but at the same time, it's very therapeutic. I don't know. It's a way to disconnect in a way that's kind of healing. I'm sorry. Yeah. Ugh, I haven't had time to say it, but thanks. Huh? For getting us away from those creeps. I sort of froze up back there. Iggy, I should be the one apologizing. This all happened because I lost my temper. Nah, that's bull hockey. First of all, you didn't know what that gunk would do. You didn't, right? Of course not. And second, stop with this baloney about losing your temper. But I did lose my
Iggy
temper.
motioned sarcastically to his half-deformed face.
Obviously. But that's exactly what you should have done. Huh? I was being a horse's ass. Yes, you were. You were supposed to be a horse's ass in response. That's how it works. Iggy, I'm having a hard time following. You wanted me to fight you? Of course. Jeez, you goody-goody types take forever to understand this very basic point. Why would you go around saying cruel things trying to get into
Iggy
fights?
shrugged.
It's something to do. You're an asshole because you're bored? Sometimes I just feel empty. You wouldn't understand. You and Rollo are always having a blast together, laughing and calling that dinky little treehouse mission control.
Iggy now wept openly.
Oh, damn. Perfect little Luca Van Horn with his perfect little life. Excuse me, my father's dead and my mother's missing. What kind of perfect life are you talking about here, buddy? My life is not perfect. Everybody in town likes you. Not everybody. Hell, that new girl hasn't even unpacked yet, and even she already likes you. You have
He
Tish.
wiped his nose with a sleeve.
I love Tish. Tish is great. But she ain't exactly the world's greatest conversationalist, you know?
Luca gave a warm chuckle.
I get that impression.
Iggy cleared his throat as he wiped his eyes.
It must be raining out here. Is it? What? Definitely.
Iggy arched into
It's
a
raining?
wide yawn.
Oh, he's talking about his tears. We should probably try to get some sleep. Yeah. Let's lay low for now. Tomorrow we'll get to the bottom of all
Luca's
this.
eyelids began to slowly drift shut.
Luca? Yeah? I always did want to see the inside of your dinky little treehouse. What do you think? Not bad. I'll give you the full tour when we get back. You know what?
That's all Luca could whisper before succumbing to sleep. Iggy snuggled in some more.
When it comes to worst days of my entire life, this one wasn't half bad. Aw, and he's all deformed too, how cute. I like his deformity.
The house smelled of warm bread. Luca was playing with toy blocks on the living room rug. He looked up to see his parents on the couch.
Or a dream.
His mother held his father's head in her lap.
Your mother?
She idly stroked his hair while humming a song.
Tiptoe
A voice behind Luca spoke.
through the window.
This is how you remember them, huh?
Oh, damn, okay, girl.
Luca turned to see his own face.
Is it the aged one, though?
The doppelganger from his dreams, still clad in a yellow hazmat suit, still carrying a look of disdain behind empty eyes.
But older, though, right?
Aww. Look at this perfectly cozy scene. You know, it wasn't really like this.
Was
The
it?
figure picked up a toy block and inspected it. It's amazing the facades that one can build given the right materials. Not that I blame us. These are a child's memories, all warm and fuzzy. You don't remember, do you?
No.
Luca snatched the block from the figure's yellow-gloved hand.
Bitch.
Remember what? The doppelganger pointed to the couch.
That's where Gran used to sleep? That bitch.
The last day we saw him alive.
Papa?
The day he chose to abandon us.
Chose.
Luca turned to look at his father, still lounging
Walt?
on the couch.
Walt Whitman?
That's not true. He didn't abandon us. The doppelganger waved his hand dismissively. Everything is true here. It's just a matter of what we choose to see. Let me show you.
Let me
The
show you.
world flickered and pulsed.
This is politics.
Luca was sitting next to his bed, listening to his heartbeat with one of his dad's stethoscopes. The doppelganger limped into the room. Now, we both know that's not how this went. He grabbed Luca's hand and guided the stethoscope to the floor. Luca heard muffled shouting, brought close by the stethoscope. It was his parents, fighting. Do you remember what we did next?
No.
Luca gave a slow nod and crept down the hall to peek through the banister. He could see the outline of his mother at the bottom of the stairs.
My mother?
Damn it, Walt. We can't afford to get involved in this. She was scared.
Yeah.
His father stepped forward. What am I supposed to do? Just watch?
Watch
There's
what?
a sickness in this town, and we both know who's behind it.
Oh, God. I feel like I'd be a pretty good Pearl, right? Or am I wrong? Am I wrong? If I'm wrong, you can tell me I'm wrong. But if I'm right, bitch, I would love to be a Pearl. Are you kidding me? Why do you have to look up to her? Oh, sorry.
I swore an oath to help people. I won't turn my back on them. Luca's mother grabbed Walt. She was crying,
Pleading.
I can't lose you.
Please, Walt. I can't lose you.
Walt calmly removed Eleanor's hand from his shoulder.
Slut.
What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. I could never live with myself if I let Sharper get away with this. Eleanor raised her voice. Spare me your bullshit platitudes. What about our son?
Ooh.
Luca flinched, dropping the stethoscope down the stairs. Walt turned with a panicked smile. Luca, is that you, buddy? With tears in his eyes, Luca descended the stairs. Mom? Dad? What's going on? Walt dropped to a knee to meet Luca eye to eye. Nothing, buckaroo. Your mom and I just got a little overexcited is all. Luca placed the stethoscope against his father's chest. His heart was racing. It sounded like you were going somewhere. Walt gently removed the device from Luca's ears. Listen to me, Luca. I have some business to take care of. I'll be back in time to tuck you in.
See, he didn't abandon.
Luca hugged his father tightly. Promise? Walt stood up and walked to the door. I promise.
Oh, sorry. I read it fast, and I was into it. So, because I read it, and I was like, okay, what happens next? I'm a quick reader. Mindfully. Speaking out loud, I'm like, huh.
With a wink and a grin, he put on his hat and strode out into the evening sun.
Is that Dawn? No, that's not Dawn. Who is
A
that?
figure approached soundlessly from the foggy snowfall.
The hell is that?
It stood above them, lingering in contemplation. Slowly raising one hand above Iggy, it snapped out 2 brisk raps on his head.
Huh?
From a deep slumber, Iggy sprang up defensively.
Get your hands off
Whether
me!
it was the calming presence or the
Who are
recognition
you?
that he was not in danger, Iggy felt his clenched fists lower.
Just what do you think you're doing?
Luca looked up, gradually remembering his whereabouts. The figure exhaled a cloud of warm vapor.
You two certainly have caused a lot of commotion. What's that supposed to mean? Take it easy, Iggy. We were sleeping, minding our own business. You're the one running around knocking on people's heads. Sorry if I hurt you, Iggy. You didn't hurt nobody? Anybody? Huh? Oh, I see. You think you're better than me, you?
When it came to complete strangers, Iggy had trouble cobbling together an insult.
You big-hatted, scarfy-necked furball. Okay, let's lower the temperature a bit here. Interesting choice of words. I mean, let's all just calm down. Who are you? A friend, an observer, a hitchhiker on the infinite expanse of possibility. Great, how about a name? If you must call me something, you can call me Net.
Iggy huffed with gratification.
Oh. How about you make like a gnat and buzz off? Yes! Yes, Iggy! That was good! That was good. Very well.
Nat began to turn away indifferently.
Slow as... Wait! Do you live here? You might say that. So, you know where we are? You might also say that. Look, pal, we just want to find a safe way out of here. You gonna help us or not? Before knowing how to leave, one must know where they are. Alright, that does it. Luca, I don't know about you, but I'm getting out of here, one way or another.
Iggy turned sharply and began to stomp off.
I don't know why we're not exploring more. I would be exploring so much more. I'd be like, oh my god, let me go look over here, let me go look over here, let me go look over here. Enough with the riddles. Iggy, wait up.
Realizing he'd worn their patience then, Nat relented.
Very well, I suppose this isn't the time for metaphors. I'll show you how to get back home.
Luca and Iggy turned around with hope in their eyes.
Come here.
Nat took a deep breath in.
Murder. Close your eyes.
Nat exhaled slowly, then snapped his fingers.
His? Oh, that was a heart. Okay, open them.
For a brief moment, Luca and Iggy let themselves believe that some great magic was about to unfold.
Oh.
Until they opened their eyes and found themselves in the exact same place.
Oh, she's like, you are home, probably.
Cold and disheartened.
This is your home. This is Beacon Pines. Look, Nat, we don't know how we got here. Maybe we stumbled through some time travel gate in Weepwood. Or we teleported to some alternate universe. Or this is all just some cruel experiment by Kerr and his goons. But this is not our home. You're inching closer to the truth. Alas, the reality is much less fanciful. Just give it to us straight. So be it. As I said, this is Beacon Pines. The original, true Beacon Pines. I need more. I need more. You both grew up here, but the town you called your home for the past several years is a replica. A remarkable achievement of engineering, to be fair. But a replica nonetheless. That's impossible. It's too much work. You'd need a whole town to replicate a whole town. Indeed, to pull off such a feat would require immense labor power. That which would be moved would be moved. Oh, that which could be moved would be moved. That which could not would require a precise duplicate. We would have noticed. Someone would have noticed. You'd think so, unless the auditing was impeccable. A mind-numbing attention to detail. As for the innumerable trivialities which complete the tapestry, well, you can leave that to this miraculous thing we call a brain. It has a real aversion to discontinuity, a revulsion even. The brain has a wonderful way of smoothing out the rough edges, keeping us sane.
Luca and Iggy looked around uncomfortably.
What? So you're saying that someone made an entire new town and moved us all and no one noticed? Precisely. But why? Why is the one question that can never be answered with certainty. The best one can do is to uncover...
Matt narrowed his eyes, furrowed his brow, and...
The source. Why'd you say the source like that? Why indeed?
Luca began to laugh uncomfortably.
It's all ridiculous. There's no way they
He
could.
looked down at his feet. His eyes started back and forth in contemplation. With a sudden pain, a thought struck him.
Is this... if this really is home... Is he running to his...
sprinted off into the pale distance.
He's running to his papa's grave.
As Iggy turned to follow, Nat called out.
Iggy, it's not too late to turn back. Simply head west through Weepwood.
Chapter 6.
Okay, so it's not below the ground. It's just like right over there. It's like right over there. It's just like right over there.
The source.
The source.
Nat expressed his sympathy with a
Bye,
shrug
Nat.
and sauntered off as unassumingly as he'd arrived. He'd given Luca and Iggy what they
I like
needed,
Nat.
and nothing more.
And nothing more.
As Luca sprinted across the snow, the events of the past few days became clearer, pieces to a larger puzzle. Rollo said he was underground somewhere, captured. Mr. Kerr tried to cover it up with lies. The clipboards were hell-bent on capturing Iggy. It all seemed to point to perennial harvest.
Yeah.
But right now, there was one thing that Luca needed to know.
His father's grave. His father's
Luca
grave.
stopped dead in his tracks.
Yeah.
The tree was gone, uprooted and moved, leaving a raw gash in the earth. He dropped to his knees and dug wildly at the cold snow. His numb
They
hands
faked
hit
this
something
father's
hard.
grave? That's so evil. That's so evil.
A dry whisper escaped Luca's lips.
You're here. All this time, I thought I was visiting you. But you've been here, alone, in the snow. Dad, I'm so sorry. They ruined your favorite spot in the world. Our favorite spot in the world. Dad, what do I do?
There was no reply, just snow-covered silence.
Why'd you give me the slip like that? What if I couldn't find you, you jerk?
Iggy finally noticed the tears welling in Luca's eyes and the snow-covered grave.
Oh. Iggy, they stole his tree, Iggy. Yikes.
Suddenly, they heard the crunch of approaching footsteps in the snow.
It was probably that little hoe we just met. He probably warned him, tipped him off. It's gonna be the hazmat people. We gotta hide. Oh, thank God. Y'all smart. Hazmat bitches. 259K. Fall off distance, still good. Dude, did you hear me? I said 259. Sorry. You ever think about what we did here? We saved a whole town of people. Doesn't feel like it sometimes. What about everything we left behind? That's the grave of someone with a family. The people who loved them will never know the truth. The truth is
He
overrated.
bent down to scoop up a
Goddamn.
snowball and lobbed it playfully.
Whoosh. Whoosh. Hey! Don't be such a downer, dude. We took this job to change the world. Yeah. Come on. It's almost lunchtime. The hell is that walk? Weirdo. Here I thought I was a jerk. These dinguses are out here literally dancing on graves.
Luca stuttered through heaving sobs.
I thought I was visiting him. I thought he was with me. Not gonna lie, that's a bad break. Here's some
Iggy
advice.
gave Luca a solid smack on the back of his head.
Hey! Who's any of this helping? What? Sitting here in the snow, crying like some pushover? Who you helping? Iggy, look what they did. They lied to everyone. Blah, blah, blah. Luca Van Horn, you're a lot of things, but you ain't no pushover. What did I tell you before? When some jerks comes at you acting like a horse's ass? I should stand up for myself. Hell yeah. Kerr and his merry little band of clipboards pulled off this switcheroo for a reason, right? Nat mentioned something about a source.
Luca wiped his eyes with a sleeve.
Whatever's at the source must be awfully valuable to perennial harvest. Sure, would be a shame if something unfortunate were to happen to their precious source, wouldn't it? What do you have in mind? If it's small enough to steal, we snatch it. If it's too big to snatch, we smash it. And what if it's too big to
He
smash?
flashed a mischievous smile and cracked his knuckles.
I'm always up for a challenge. I'm gonna make this right, Dad. I promise. Let's do this. Locate the source. I know where that is. So wait, they packed up people's homes too? It can get awful cold out there in those woods, Luca. Probably best you two stay put and conserve your energy. Help's on the way. Where's Rollo? Where's my mom? Did you kill her? Oh, heavens no. Do I seem like a killer to
Iggy
you?
and Luca shared a skeptical look.
Yes. Well, do I? Aw, shucks. Now that hurts my feelings. Screw that guy. Yeah, he's evil. I don't like him. I'm trying to find the damn source and you all keep talking. Wait a minute. If this is the original town, then that means...
Iggy darted behind a large pine and began digging furiously.
What
He
you got?
emerged holding a shoebox with a crude skull painted on its lid.
What's that? Long story. So a few years back, I came into possession of some premium grade fireworks. Not the wimpy firecracker stuff they give kids. The good stuff. So why did you bury it under a tree? That's the long part of the story. You and Rolo were doing chores at Rolo's chicken coop, and you guys pissed me off for some reason or another.
Luca rolled his eyes with realization.
You started the chicken coop on fire. No, you didn't.
Iggy stifled a chuckle.
Yep. I just wanted to give you guys a little scare. But like I said, these were some primo fireworks, so I might have underestimated things. You blew up the chicken coop? I prefer to think of it as a incendiary redecoration. Sorry, but you should have seen the looks on your faces. Rolo got grounded for months, which is why I needed to stash the evidence and lay low. So I buried him under that tree. But when I came back for him later, they were gone. I figured some grown-up found him and tossed
Iggy
him.
triumphantly raised the shoebox.
Turns out, it wasn't the fireworks that got moved. It was us. Unbelievable. Hey, might come in handy though. Now there's gotta be words. Do you think this is a game? Newsflash, boyo. You're not a hero. You're a little brat who is in way over his head. A hero is just someone who refuses to give up. Comics these days are rotting children's brains. Everyone thinks they're a spaceman superhero. I was always partial to Hank Atomic myself. Is that so? Do you really think you have a chance against us? You have no idea how powerful we are. Prepare for a blast off, loser. I just feel like I need to get some words, and I don't know where I would find words. You know what I mean? Like, where would I find words? And why aren't we exploring? I would go into these buildings. Okay, before I go there, just don't talk. Crooked. Just like this whole stinking place. Yes, the new word! Oh my god, please tell me. Please tell me to unlock something somewhere. Please. No? Oh my god. Well, okay. This is it.
Luca and Iggy inched up to the edge of the hole with bewilderment in their eyes.
What if we just put a giant boulder on top of it?
Arctic air breathed out of the cavern in
You know what I
heaving
mean?
gusts.
Why not? Echo, 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 echo. Whoa, I can see why they wanted to move us all out of town now. But why would they dig a giant hole? I think this is it. The source. This is the source? It's a dang hole. How do we smash a hole? Oh, I've smashed plenty of holes in my time. None Creed wishes he could smash a hole on Juniper, is all I'm saying. Oh, it's much more than that, my annoying little friend. Kerr, where's Rolo? I wasn't lying before. He's safe. Well, safer than you two at least. Drat, it's cold. You just had to drag me all the way out here, didn't you?
Mr. Kerr gazed down the abyss in contemplation.
It really is something, isn't it? Why did you do to our town? What is all of this? Well, that's a doozy of a question. This is the source, where they collect the unrefined,
Kerr scratched the back of his head.
Honestly, boys, I don't understand any of this well enough to explain it. Fact of the matter is, I'm not paid to know. What do you mean you don't know? Ain't you in charge? Oh, heavens no. My role is merely to flash a winning smile and manage various, complications. Complications like us? You are a smart boy.
His face contorted into a saccharine grin.
Ew. It really is nothing personal. Some people are destined to strive for greatness, and others are simply obstacles along the way. Seems like you were destined to be a creepy lackey. The point is that we all play our part in life. Mine just happened to be a lead in the role of a lifetime. And you happen to be extras, ready for your curtain call. We aren't giving up without a fight. Your smile's not gonna be so winning after we're done with you. Now boys, there's no need for melodrama. It makes even a professional such as myself embarrassed for you. Let's change the mood a
Kerr
bit.
snapped his fingers.
Scene change. Yep, there they are. There they all are. There, that's better. Deal with them.
Iggy turned to Luca with a sly glance.
Why are you smirking? Because I have a box full of fireworks and you don't?
Iggy waved the box into the air, threatening to drop it down the hole.
It's not even lit. What are you gonna do? Stop. Let's not do something regrettable. Joke's on you, regret is one of my specialties. Out of curiosity, what would happen if I threw these in your precious hole? Phrasing. Nothing. Nothing at all. You're a terrible liar. I'll have you know. I'm an exceptional liar. But, that's far enough.
Iggy plucked a single bottle rocket from the box and held it up with reverence.
Uh-huh. Light it, light it! Stop, you fool! Call off your goons.
After a long pause, Mr. Kerr flung up his hand with frustration.
Very well. You all can head back for the night. It's been a long day. I'll handle these two from here. Everyone's like,
Mr.
goodbye
Kerr
later.
sighed into the frigid air.
It's just us now, Iggy. You can put that down. What, like
With
this?
a nonchalant flick, Iggy tossed the firework into the hole.
Oh, my lord. But it's not even lit. What's that gonna do? It wasn't lit. Oh. Whoa.
With a growl, Kerr leapt,
His face.
crashing through Luca.
Oh.
Iggy tried to twist
Iggy.
away, but in the struggle, they both tumbled over the side. Luca dove forward, bracing Iggy's hand just before it slipped.
Yes.
His grip was made precarious by the cold, wet snow.
We got
He
this.
could
We
see
got
Kerr
this.
further down, clinging to Iggy's coat.
You reckless child. What have you done? Luca, listen to me. Hold on tight and use the walkie-talkie to call them back. What channel do I use? It doesn't make a damn difference. They're always listening. If you do that, the clipboards will just haul us up and snag us both. And the only way you get out of this is if Kerr's out of the picture. Just let go and save yourself. If he lets go, we both die. I don't want to die, but seeing the look on your face almost makes it worth it. Mr. Kerr, you've had a long life. Why don't you actually do something selfless and just let go?
Mr. Kerr.
Damn, bitch. He said. Long life! I'll have you know, I can still play 25. You should have heard me sing the part of Phileas
With a
Young.
wild look in his eye, Mr. Kerr began to hum a proud melody.
Wow, can you believe this guy? Yes, a new word.
Luca's hand began to cramp. His voice began to crack.
Kerr, just let go. No can do. If you want to save your friend, you'll have to save me too. Look, Luca, look at me. It's okay.
Luca felt Iggy loosen his grasp.
Iggy's like, girl, drop it. You aren't going to kill your friend like that, are you?
Every muscle in Luca's body burned.
I'm not his friend. Yes, you are. Nah, I'm just a no good bully. Like you, Kerr. Iggy, no.
Luca felt his hand slipping.
And I told you what you need to do with bullies? It can't. It's your only way out of this mess. Two birds with one stone. It makes sense for us to fall together. Wackadoos travel in packs.
Calm settled over Iggy's face.
Luca, let me do this.
Iggy's voice was colder than the bitter air billowing from the chasm.
Let me do the right thing for once. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, I kind of want to do. Which one? Okay, which one should I do first? Should I do the refuse or should I do? I'll do. Oh my god. Okay. I'll do the accept first. Yeah. And then we'll
Luca had
do
no choice
refuse.
but to accept Iggy's request.
Oh my god.
With a quiet blink, Luca watched a teardrop sail down into the howling void. As his fingers slowly gave up, he met eyes with Iggy.
Good.
The two silhouettes were swallowed by
Sorry,
darkness.
just. Oh no! Oh no! That's so bad. That's so awful. That's so bad, bruh. Where'd you get a lighter? There's no fire! You gotta light them! That's honestly so beautiful. Hell of a goodbye, Iggy. Oh, hey, Nat. What you doing? What you doing? Luca, you should really step back. What? Quickly. Oh. Huh? Curious. Wait. Ah, but of course. Those fireworks of Iggy's must have been just the right amount of energy. We should get out of here before perennial harvest arrives. Not until you tell me what just happened. Your friend's sacrifice just saved this town. For a little while, anyway. How? Tempest liquamine is a peculiar substance. It can change the relationship between matter and time itself, but doing so requires unfathomable energy. In a closed system, that energy can only come from its surroundings. A useful side product of this property being, by adding precisely the correct amount of energy to it, one can create a cryogenic cascade. So the gunk makes things cold and the fireworks made the whole freeze over? That's one way of putting it, yes. As dumb luck would have it, the fireworks weren't strong enough to generate a runaway reaction. I shudder to think what would have happened in that case.
We have some idea what that would look like.
We do. It will take them a good while to safely break through the access, to break through and access the source again. Why do we gotta access it? We just covered the hole, right? If you know all this stuff, why haven't you been helping? I have been, in my way. Each one of us has our role to play. Iggy's role, it turns out, was to buy us precious time. Mine has been to observe and wait. Wait for what? You. Me? Why? What's my role?
A fierce twinkle flashed in Nat's eyes.
Luca Van Horn, you are going to save the world. Oh, okay.
With a chuckle, Nat turned and walked west. Dumbfounded, Luca followed behind him, trudging through the snow.
What?
Every step taking him further away from everyone and everything he knew, and closer to destiny.
We're gonna save the place. What do you mean?
To be continued in Beacon Pines, Pines Harder.
What?
Revenge served cold.
What?
Second time's a charm? Wait.
What?
That's it? This ends with a crummy cliffhanger just when it was getting good?
That's how it ends?
I was even starting to like Iggy.
Yes, so was I.
No way.
I almost cried.
I refuse to be associated with some never-ending parade of sequels. Let's go back and find something more definitive.
Damn, girl. Who you talk about? Who you pointing fingers at? Girl, I agree though. Like animes that go on forever, I just can't watch. And if I do watch, I have to like put time off to watch them. Like I literally cannot be like working or anything. Like if I'm gonna watch like Naruto, right? I have to just watch Naruto. Like there's no other way about it. But I love things where it's like, we know what we're doing. We know where we're going. We know where we want it to end. Because then it's like all good. Whereas if things go on forever, quality dips, storylines are messy. It just gets like confusing. And after a while, you were like once happy and excited about something. And now you're just kind of like, yeah, it's cool, right? Yeah, you know? It just kind of ruins things. Yeah. So, okay, so we have our fuse. Can we go use a word somewhere else? We unlocked a word. Hum. We hum? Over here. Okay, so we'll go back here. So since this is a quick end, we'll do the refuse, and I feel like it'll be another end. A quick end, hopefully. And then after that, we'll go continue with hum. Okay, okay. Cool, good, good, good.